Hi, my name is David and I'm here with Northwest Outdoor Adventures to review the one and only Honda Rebel, otherwise known as a CMX 250C. Alright, so I bought mine a couple months ago. I got the 250 version. It's a 1987, so that's what I'm going to be reviewing. Alright, so before I get into any details or anything, I'll give you the straight up yes or no should you buy this bike. If you are new to riding and if you want a cruiser bike and if you're not confident in your ability, I would say yes, get this bike. It's a great bike to learn on. It's fun and easy, good to cruise on, gets good gas mileage, very beginner friendly. That being said, if you have any riding experience or if you are tall or if you are not looking for a cruiser bike, I would not recommend this bike. It is very slow. It tops out around 70 miles an hour. I mean, I've pushed it, up to around 80 on the freeway. So you can take it on the freeway or highway, but overall, it's not too fun to take on those types of conditions. So basically, if you're new to riding and looking for a cruiser bike and you aren't too tall, I would say, yeah, go for this bike. If you want a bike that is going to last you a long time and you are taller, I would say do not go with this bike. Alright, so having said that, I'll get into some of the details about this bike and kind of how I felt on it. I recently sold mine, so I felt like I kind of grew out of it. I'm about 5'8", 5'9". I'm not too big, but it did feel kind of cramped, so it really wasn't something that I planned on keeping for a while. It was just something to kind of get me back into riding, and I felt like it did the job well. I mean, I don't regret buying it. It was a good time while I had it, and yeah, it served me well. So anyways, I guess for the specs on the bike, it's got around 16 horsepower, so it's pretty weak. It's air-cooled, not liquid-cooled. It's a 5-speed, so I don't know, I constantly found myself trying to shift up to 6th, and it was never there. But yeah, so you might find yourself searching for that other gear that's not there. The seat height is actually incredibly low. It's 26.6, so this is a really good bike for shorter people. I'd say if you're under 5'6" or something, or a female, the bike would be good for you. It's a pretty light bike. I think its wet weight is around like 320 or something, so it's one of the lighter bikes in its class. It's got a disc brake in the front and a drum in the back, so take that how you will. As far as the handling is concerned, the bike handles alright. I mean, it's light enough to where, you feel like you're in control pretty much at all times. Really easy to move around and stuff, but I haven't ridden any larger cruiser bikes, so I can't really compare it too well to anything bigger than this, but it it doesn't offer the same satisfaction around corners or something that a street bike or a dual sport or something of that kind would offer. But if a cruiser bike is what you're looking for and you're a beginner, this might be right up your alley, so who knows. Overall, I mean, the windscreen, it not having a windscreen, which I mean of course you could add on later, but it didn't bother me at all. Since you're really never going that fast, I guess it didn't matter. But yeah, I don't know, I guess basically I would say that if you're just looking for a good time, something to cruise around on, gets good gas mileage. I mean, I think I averaged around like 60 to 65 on it, and I would commute probably half freeway, half just city conditions, going around, I don't know, 15 miles to work and 15 miles back, so around 38 miles a day maybe in a commute, and yeah, it would last me a while, so. I think the tank size is around 2.6 gallons, so you can go a while without having to fill up. No fuel gauge, but doesn't really matter. I mean, you can flip to the reserve anytime it putters out. It's not a big deal. And I think that happens around 2.2, I want to say, maybe 2. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about the bike. I mean, again, if you are looking for a small cruiser bike, this is perfect. I mean, it's very reliable. I got mine, it was an 87 and it ran flawlessly, so yeah, I can't say enough good about the bike for what it was, but again, if you find yourself, if you think that you're going to want something more, then get something more. I mean, this is a bike that you'll probably outgrow in a month or two, so yeah, take it for what it's worth.